No one's going to be abusive, and if they are,
welcome anyone who's watching.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Zero on the eye, yeah, but I know there's a couple there. They'll suddenly jump, won't it? I thought when you said 6 or 7, I thought, not knowing what time they were doing their Downing Street briefing, I thought they're on the side of 7. Probably just as well, because it went on for nearly an hour, didn't it? Hi, Ron, Duncan, Thomas.
Watch it.
I did.
Hi, all.
I
didn't even watch it.
It's just they're just repeating themselves now, so it'd be a bit.
Michael Gove was fronting it. Every time I see him, I think, thank God Boris won. He reminds me of Penfold from Danger Mouse.
That's my nickname.
No, that's my dad.
Yeah, I know you also do, but so does Gove. I can't imagine him as a world leader. Just goes against the flow. Hi, Judith.
And everyone else.
No, it's not Duncan.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Judith. Dragon Lord coins, DC.
I'm Batman.
Batman stands for DC. So that means Steve is Batman.
Sounds good to me, although I am technically a Marvel person, because you can only be one Marvel or DC. But
that just suddenly jumped from 10 to 6.
Yeah, it's 4 to 10 to 6. It just fluctuates around. You know, he'll settle in due course. But
just done.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit laggy.
Just gone.
Yeah, I'm definitely Marvel, and I'm really tempted by something on Zavi, I think it was, or maybe Pop in the Box. But there's a Venomized Groot, which is absolutely brilliant. Plus, there's also a limited edition pop vinyl that comes with it, glow in the dark. I'm really tempted. Well, I just got another glow in the dark limited edition one today. Got Witcher.
Oh, that's cute.
Gerald. Gerald. Do you watch Witcher?
Never seen it.
No, I.
Only done one series so far, but it's brilliant. In answer to that question, Robin, yeah, I didn't bother emailing you back because I thought I'd probably speak to you on stream. If I had any West Point quarters, mate, I wouldn't have them on the web. I'd be really happy. Coming across a West Point mint mark on a quarter means basically you've just stumbled across the Holy Grail. They are rare as rocking horse and they are worth a fortune. If I did have any, they'll be going for silly money. I don't have any. I have a lot of quarters. I even have them in full kind of tubes of 40 rolls, San Francisco mark. But I have yet to come across a West Point. And frankly, I don't think I will, because by the time I get any quarters, they've already gone through several people's hands in the US. And I can't imagine any US person who deals in coins will allow a West Point to slip through their fingers. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Debs.
Hi, Maura.
I'm all right.
We're up to 15 now, so it jumps about. Just go all over the place.
It's doing the
It does.
Boom, boom, boom. Hi, Care Bear and Laura.
Laura.
I thought I'd do £2 this time. I thought we could alternate it each time I do a hunt.
That's cool.
As we did 50s last time, I thought I'd do 2 this time, and then go back to 50s again. So
that's awesome. Well, when you do it, if we chuck you onto that, I think it's that.
Well, I'll be guided by you whenever you want to do it. So, hi, John. Welcome.
I'll put you on that one, and then you can put your screen on you, and we can, do what we're doing.
Yep. John White's in the house.
Hey, John.
Hi, John.
I think when we get a little bit busier, if we get up to 20 odd again, we need to plug poor Laura again because she's got 51 subs now. So we need to try. She wants to get 100, bless her. So we'll try and get to 100.
That's true.
Yeah, let's get to the 50 there. That's a good milestone.
50 is a good start, absolutely. So yeah, we'll always get to 100 now. So we need to try and plug her for 100.
There's more than 50 stakeholders. It is confusing. They did stakeholders as well for what they consider their what they call them, tactical states, I think they call them, which is like Guam and US Pacific Islands, Guantanamo Bay, all of that little area. Whilst we're just talking stakeholders, let me quickly bring down a couple of books.
Oh, really? Stop singing that song.
Myra, I think it's cabin fever kicking in, love.
No, what?
I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah, they brought in stakeholders as well for Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, US Virgin Islands, and Northern Mariana Islands. I don't have all of them. A large way there, but my book contains spaces for both the Philadelphia and the Denver mints. But that is just state, unless there's bank spaces there for others. But I've got a full page of all Denver and Philly on that side. That one, I probably have one for at least every state, just not in both mint marks. And that same goes for all of them through to, all of them through to the latest ones, which are Guam and American Samoa. I've got some of these, but not all of them. And in regards to, same goes for their park quarters. Where am I? Because they did add in their US Virgin Islands. But some of these aren't even due to be released until next year, for example. These books are a really good way of getting them. You can get them on Amazon. But you can see the year down the bottom there. That's 2021. So I haven't got those ones yet because they haven't even minted them. But for 2019, they did Massachusetts, Northern Marina Islands, Guam, Texas, and Idaho. And 2020, the new ones which are due out this year, American Samoa, another Connecticut, US Virgin Islands, Vermont, and Kansas, and Alabama next year. Again, great ways of holding them all and collecting both sets of mints. I've got the map books as well, which are bigger, take up a lot more storage space. These are much more smaller and to the point, and they hold both mints. So if you're looking at doing quarters, I recommend these over and above these ones. These are absolute monsters. And that's a sealed one. That's a bad example. Yeah, I'm not going to open the sealed one. I have coins to these. And this is quite nice. This is why I think we should do the counties of the UK on 10 pences would be nice. So we can have maps of the UK and have all of the county 10 pences in there.
You muppet.
But that gives me spares for the alternative mints. And again, some of these aren't due out. Oh, they're little due out. As of 2019, the West Point Mint is also issuing the National Parks quarters. So you can get West Point, get hold of them. But these are monsters. These are really big. I've got these for National Land Park. You're better off getting these ones. These are a lot easier to fill on your shelf. Cool and concise.
No.
Not sure they're due to West Points for 2020. Yeah, everything's up in the air in regards to what countries are going to be doing because of Corona. But in these books, the National Park quarters, at least, it says West Point is going to be doing National Park quarters from 2019. So there will be some out there. But whether they produce any this year is a different matter altogether. I think this year, they've just, as of last night, upped the limit on contactless card payments from 30 quid to 45.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that.
Again, another incentive. They're trying to get people to stop using cash because obviously you can possibly pass on the virus through cash. So they're encouraging contactless payment where possible. So that's another reason why there's a strong likelihood that they may well not produce any 2020 coinage from the definitive sets, making the year sets even more desirable.
They've also stopped producing coins at the moment at the Mint as well.
Yeah.
For those that don't know. So Steve and I have got a couple of year sets that we've bought that we haven't received yet. It's because when I phoned up the Royal Mint to check where they were, they said they've stopped producing coins at the moment, so due to coronavirus. So the year sets that Steve and I have got an order aren't coming yet. And also Change Checker have also stopped. You can also notice that now if you check your orders with Change Checker, the third dinosaur will be missing because they obviously can't, it's not being produced at the moment, and nor is the year set. So, because they obviously need to get them from the Mint. So at the moment, even coin production is slowing down or stopping.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Ron, what do you mean by that? Have they dropped the price of the yearbook from 55 to 45? So I've got to go onto a different screen and do a little bit of shopping for 2 seconds.
What?
I'm trying to work out from Ron.
What?
Ron, you answered a different question. Now I want to know the answer to that question.
Not my Facebook.
What's 45 quid now?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, for contactless. All right, gotcha. Oh, I thought for a second you meant they dropped the price of the yearbook. But I said I was going to do quite a large shop then.
You can't do it. Nothing. Don't worry.
Yeah, we all know they shelled out a shed-load of 2019 50p shields. I'm pretty sure I saw 20p's in that, but everyone will still take orders. They will all produce in due course. And you can still order everything from the Mint. They'll take the orders quite happily because they're taking your payment and that's keeping them fluid. The yearbooks they've always produced all year. They've never kind of done them until they've run out. They've never had any limited numbers on the year sets. So I think you've always been able to buy the entire year set through the entire 365 days of that year. Oh, there we are. Ron's saying, yeah, 6 quid, Robin. Yeah, I would recommend the smaller ones, Robin. It's smaller, it's more concise, it goes on your shelf easy. It's not so kind of lumpy and out of shape. It's nice to have the maps. The maps are quite nice for in regards to storage and for common sense usage. You're better off, but always go for the ones which have both mints. There's always the better ones. Just means you can always keep your spares or your swaps in the spare spaces if needed. All right, should I do some coins then, or
I say that. Yes.
right, let me get stuff sorted. Boom, 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 boom. Silver bag, £2 coins.
Judith, the baby is doing absolutely fabulous. And Moira, I think it's the best one yet.
No.
Yeah, I am keen on a new one as well. Sneaking underneath the thing, that's quite cool.
I'm still quite in awe of his hair, Judith.
Yeah, perfect haircut.
He's got more hair than me. No,
It's
goes on. I know I've shaved
Do
mine off.
you know what it is? By the time he actually gets out to the barbers, it'll probably be longer than mine. But I come here, son, I'll give you a bowl cut. No, I'll just give you a bowl cut. You'll be all right.
Oh,
You have to keep his first hairs.
first bag was a bust.
He's got all of them, so
Yeah, look at her.
don't really own them.
Oh, I like it. I think it's because I like the perspex that it's in. Steve showed his Peter Rabbit the other day, and I think it's the perspex casing that actually just makes it fab.
Yeah, I remember the first Christmas one I did with the snow on it, because they've always been clear prior to that. And just having it clear, and all of a sudden when they started using a bit of technology on the perspex casing, it was fabulous to see the snowflakes. So yeah, they've gone leaps and bounds since then, haven't they? So, well, every bag so far has been a bust. Not even anything. I would like an Olympic right now. I'll take anything, but there's the first one I've just seen. This is Brunel portrait.
2 minutes, I'll be back.
Which is the one that Hannah couldn't get?
Brunel achievements.
Arches.
Abolition of slavery.
Is it flat?
Nah, basic. It's a frosted.
I've got it now.
Florence Nightingale. Particularly pertinent right now because all the hospitals, the big ones that they're building, Manchester and Birmingham as well, are all going to be named Nightingale, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so too. I was just about to say something like that.
And it's free parking in the car park.
Right.
Not that I'm going anywhere near it. We're still doing the cup and hand thingy on Thursday.
I thought I was shining lights into the sky on Friday.
That's Friday, but it's Friday, still got cup and hand.
Correct.
They still send torches up to the sky for the people, and then there's the people that have died through it.
Steve, is that nail varnish on your little finger? Have you actually got a...
Yeah, I've been reliably informed that if I have my little finger painted black, that makes me a pimp. So I'm not too sure about that, but there's the DNA double helix. Yeah, just a little one. That.
What, Steve?
Pardon?
What does it make you?
A pimp. Yeah, you heard me. I have no idea. I just go with the flow. I'm laid back.
All righty then.
And there's Guy Fawkes, Gunpowder Plot. We've got a few now. The first 3 bags didn't give me anything. We've got nothing wowie, but we've got some things on the map. It took a while. Cool.
Steve, Ron got an email today from Pobjoy saying that his 5th Hercs didn't make it out of the building in time.
Well, at least it means he's getting it still, though. It's just that it hasn't not in the postal system. Act of Union.
And you're keeping your special hand strong.
I only need one hand to use a TV remote control and press next page on my Kindle.
Well, actually, no, because you're holding the Kindle in the other hand to press the button.
Oh yeah, Charles Dickens, very common one. I got lost in time yesterday comparing my new £2 coin guides. World War.
Wow.
Another Charles Dickens.
Sorry, my life, but
I'm not too sure how much detail the stick in is though, whether I just put down the coin name, vintage figures, or whether I waffle on about potential prices because they fluctuate and they change constantly, don't they? So
Yeah, I wouldn't waffle on about prices, mate. I
I'm
would
not
just,
planning to. I'm just going to visual guide of what's what.
yeah, you could say above face value, but don't put a price figure on it. But then that'll change by the time the book comes out. So
Yeah, I think I'll just put in the prelim that if the mintage is above 5 million, then I can't imagine that anything in any circumstance will go above face value. The mintage figures will then be on display next to the coin and they can make their own. That's the lowest mintage, about 3 million. Golden Guinea. Another DNA double helix. What's that one? Oh, that's a bonus.
is that a car?
Yeah, Alaman.
All right.
That is a bit of a bonus. Although I have got some of these in absolute spanking condition, courtesy of, I believe, Judith. Managed to get some £2 from the Isle of Man, and she thought it was a shame throwing them all back to the bank, which I agreed with. So I bought some of them off her, and it was this coin. But nice one to find in your change room in the UK. Nice territory coin. Not sure what year it is. Some quick skags. 1998. That's got to be the best find of the day so far, then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another active union. Another World War. St. Paul's with the searchlights.
The heating's off.
And rugby.
oh,
I know, because the heating's off. It's rugby.
Rugby World Cup, which was the first bimetallic £2.
you what?
Another DNA. We're getting a glut of DNA today. Boom, 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 boom. Another Nightingale. A few minging ones there. Well, I haven't had a sniff of anything remotely like an Olympic or Commonwealth yet. Not for a long, long time. There's another Brunel portrait. jumped out of my hand. God, now I've got a screen. There's Marconi. Wireless transmissions across the Atlantic.
I don't understand why I get an email telling me I'm live when I know I'm sat here.
Yeah, I always get that about 5 minutes after I've gone live, which is always even more random. Top of the list, commemorative, the gunpowder plot. Correct. These are a boring lot, really. Yeah, I did get channel line and car, but it makes a little difference. I've got plenty of them. There's nothing really exciting out of any of these. There's a hell of a lot of technology standing on the shoulders of giants.
That was Sue's favourite form when we did the £2, wasn't it?
Technology.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a call.
Phone call or call of nature?
Phone call.
Of nature.
No.
There's another abolition of slavery, but it's very tatty, so I'm not going to even put it on the map. Correct. I think this has got to be the most boring bag of 500 I've done.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah.
And you can't do what you usually do and get another one out because obviously you're
I'm making them last, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well. Is what it is. Right, World War One. St. Paul's. Go straight back. Charles Dickens, definitely go straight back. Made loads of them. Abolition of slavery. Brunel portrait. Nightingale. Marconi. Gunpowder Plot. Act of Union. I'll keep the top DNA simply because it's quite shiny. Might be better than the one I got in my book. I keep my rugby. I keep my Golden Guinea. And I'll keep my Alamanca. So,
Why do you keep the rugby?
simply because sometimes I have a little glut of people buying them. So occasionally I might sell 5 or 6 to the same person in one go. There's a lot of amateur rugby clubs about, and I suppose a lot of people possibly buy them and stick them on a little plaque or something and say, thank you for your participation in the rugby season, things like that. This doesn't go occasionally, so as they go above face value, and I do sell them in quantity occasionally, I always hang on to them.
That's very true, John. All the good finds are in isolation, Steve.
Yeah, probably. John, you should have been here when I found my Jane Austen. That was fun.
Was the second bag? Was it the second bag?
I think that's my most exciting find to date. Yeah, I found football and all that but plenty of times, but I've never found a queue. I've never found a Northern Ireland on camera.
But you found it Jane Austen.
Yeah, you did.
Jane Austen is probably because mine's been through the process and is scratched and dirty to some degree. It's probably worth below the normal face value of a bunk one, even though it shouldn't even be out there. But to me, it's my best find because I shouldn't have found it. So.
And Dean found a Gruffalo the other day, didn't he? Gruffalo.
Did he?
Yeah, Dean found a Gruffalo on one of our his live one of our streams. So he found a Gruffalo. There's a picture of it. You can get the video up. So he gets a Gruffalo. So he's had some good luck lately, that boy.
Yeah, we've got a lot of catching up to do on.
Those Olympics, the Q, and the Gruffalo now in 50p hunts. He's doing
Nice.
well for himself.
Gruffalo's fantastic. It's like my Jane, isn't it? Technically, he shouldn't be there, but
No, and the first thing I asked was, has it got an initial on it? Thinking it was one of them from Ian, but it hasn't. So it's not even one of Ian's ones.
yeah, because all the trucks had an initial on, didn't they? It's just the Peter Rabbit went out without.
That's right. So somebody else has put that coin into circulation that isn't one of Ian's. So, you know what I
Would it
mean?
cost them a minimum of 450 from Change Check or 10 quid from the mint? Likewise, for my Jane Austen, would have cost them a minimum of 10 quid or 8.99 or whatever. I don't know how much they're selling them for. Well, I think they're selling them at 8.99 when they first came out. If they still have any, they've ramped up the price now with age. But I think normally for £2 coins they do 8.99 Change Checker, don't they? So, someone's got skin and peeled it loose and spent it.
Always just die somewhere.
Yeah, I know. It's frightening, a Gruffalo. So, but yeah, you found one of those. You got your Jane Austen again. That's a nice one.
There you go. Ron, very tongue-in-cheek there. But he's found 2 Qs and 6 Northern Islands in the space of 1 year. Not bad.
IFCs.
Yeah, I never even checked the shields.
No, I haven't bothered looking at
Not
shields.
anymore. I've got millions of 17s and I've got millions of 2008 Britannias, more than I'll ever probably end up using. So it's just too much time and effort now.
It is.
Although I suppose I have a lot of time on my hand now, and I do have a 1,000 quid from last week on the floor in 50p's.
You could look through your shields, I suppose.
Yeah, I could have a little playthrough if I get bored. Yeah.
Yeah. Give you
It's not all
something-
time in the world. The banks are open.
I don't know how much longer for, though.
Well, the machine that Steve uses is not going to get fixed in any time in a hurry.
No, he's not. No. Steve should bag them all up and pay them all back in.
Well, I did that with the 2 quid, so that's doable. But the 50p's, oh, bag it up for a game of cricket.
I know I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's faff. I'll just all of my local shopping in Sainsbury's. I'll use the self checkout and just fill it with 50p's.
Fair enough.
No, I think I would rather take the 50p's to the bank and use the £2 coins to do my shopping with.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
but the thing is, my local bank in spitting distance is shut. It's only a small branch, so that is fully shut. A lot of small branches have fully shut, and going into town to cash in some change won't be classed as an essential journey, will it? So,
No,
Well-
and now you can't drive either, unless it's for an essential journey.
yeah, I know that, but whenever they stop you, where are you going? I'm off to the supermarket, or I'm off to check on my vulnerable old relative. Yeah, those are essential journeys, then. And so it's only people who have absolutely no idea on how to speak to a cop who actually gets a fine, because otherwise they'd have bulled their way around it, wouldn't they?
I'd be funny on if they escort you. Oh, just take a detour. Hello,
Yeah.
mother. What are you doing here?
Steve,
Yep,
you shouldn't technically be saying that.
probably not, but that's common sense to anybody, and that's why
Yeah.
they've issued out so few tickets. It's only for absolute plonkers. Well, that bloke though, who was caught about 120 miles away from home, he was driving from Essex to somewhere else to go and see his girlfriend. I don't think he could ever class that as an essential journey.
Hadn't they said
Driving a couple of 100 miles to go and see your girlfriend.
you can go to funerals as well, can't you? Because one person.
No, only because I know this because
His family, that's it now.
it can only be close family, and there's only a certain amount allowed inside as well. So, and I know that because a friend's mum has just passed away, and it's horrendous. Obviously, she's battling cancer herself. I don't know what her mum passed of. I haven't actually delved that far, But because she's battling cancer for the second time, she wasn't even allowed out to actually go to her mother's funeral. And she's had to watch from the window, sort of like the hearse leaving. And there's only a handful of family actually being able to go.
Yeah, but you look in Italy, they're moving the bodies by army truck at night, and there's like a big kind of convoy of army trucks. You know, that is the state of what Spain will be at now as well. So there won't even be any family at funerals for COVID-19's hospitals. We're looking at hundreds going each night.
10 people are only allowed. And I mean, that must have been absolutely devastating to the family. I mean, it's quite a large family as well. So
I can't imagine 10 wanting to turn up to mine. And 5 of those will only be wanting to make sure I'm definitely gone. So
you took the words out of my mouth there. That's probably what will turn up at mine. Make sure she's gone. Quick, open the casket, make sure it's her.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Vic, do you mind if I quickly put a wooden stake through his heart just to be on the safe side? Yeah, no. Anyway, I don't like dwelling on death. Anyway, let's change that subject. What else shall we talk about?
My never-ending painting.
Yeah, or we can talk about Scott turning into an 80%er.
I'm not technically, although I will be, yes.
Yeah, but you'll have all that time on your hands to do all of the chores that Sue can think of around the house.
Are you getting...
All the ones you've been putting off, you can now do because you won't have to do anything.
I will still be getting my 100% wage, except for work will be giving 20 and the government will be giving 80. And that starts as of Monday. Because, well, I'll tell you in a bit, but yeah, basically.
So get a list now. Start writing down all those jobs he's promised that he's put off. No excuse now.
But you know what it is though, Steve, right? Now that you've got all the time in the world to actually do things, you just think, so I'm going to get them and go.
I just watch telly. I must say I absorb news like a sponge. And even if when it gets into the repeat cycle, I still absorb it again. I watch 601 on Virgin is the BBC News channel. I watch that for about 3 hours every day. So I only stop watching that to turn over for the news, which is a little bit ironic, but there you go.
Well, I have the news on, and then Billy Joe comes in and turns it off.
I don't blame her. It is depressing.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I was doing my £2 guide, and that took many hours before I started cooking lasagna or whatever. Oh, that's the day before. But either way, that took up most of my day. Whereas today I've just been a bit zombified on the settee. So.
Yeah, Ron stopped watching the news as well. Don't blame him.
Well, I did offer you a job, Steve, and you turned us down.
I'm going to be your sex slave for the wages you're offering.
Someone else younger.
I think Ron wants to play
Play what?
the game.
I'm halfway through making a quiz on that app, and when it's done, I will share it to Steve or something, and one of you can host it, and I won't play. I was going to do one, Ron. However, painting got in the way, and I didn't get around to it. So I am going to make one for tomorrow because the oldest son said, "Ma'am, have you done a quiz?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And he said, "Oh, well, I'm not going to watch it then." All right, need bother soon. I was like, "Well, I might make one for tomorrow."
How many questions did I send you? It's at least 200 no questions now, aren't there?
Yeah, at least. But like I say, obviously, I was going to do it today, but then I got up and I thought, actually, no, I'm going to do some painting.
Do you know another good idea, Han? If you, when those questions I sent you run out, you could get a kids version of Trivial Pursuit and use that.
I've got Trivial Pursuit. I've got the family one.
That's what I mean. So you could use the kids' questions from the family one because some of them are still quite hard, and you could put them in and use them.
Actually, yeah,
and it's got all. It's got
I'll get my hand on that straight away.
And it's got 4 answers on it, each one, so it makes it easier to write it as well.
Scott, there's a message.
Okay, I'll have a look.
It is wrong. It's sort of right. Because Kieran had said, obviously my eldest, he said, Mum, he went, if you're going to do a coin quiz, he went, I'm not doing it.
That's my fault. I wrote a boring 35-question quiz and got axed halfway through.
Ron says he's been doing coins, movies, and general knowledge.
Yeah, that's what we should carry on doing. I do agree. I think, but the other half of the quiz that we didn't use, we could put into other quizzes anyway, couldn't we? Technically,
Yeah.
So it was a total waste of my 3.5 hours writing it. Do you know how hard it was writing a quiz on coins only? Quite difficult.
Is there enough water in that? Doesn't sound like it is.
But yeah,
You go by the back.
I'll have a bit more time on my hands soon. I'll be able to do it more.
That needs more water in.
That is enough for one cup of tea.
No, you need more water in that. Otherwise, you're going to burn the element out. 2 seconds I have this argument with my middle child.
So yeah, quizzes are fun. I enjoy the quizzes. I took part the other night, Steve. Did you know? And I come second.
I can sit.
And you wrote it.
No, I didn't write it. I didn't know anything to do with it. It was written by Billy Joe, I think.
That's cool.
I think Kieran done part of it. Cameron done the first one, I do believe. No, you done the first one, Cameron done the second one, Billy Joe and Kieran done the third.
Yeah, and I did the boring coin one that people keep saying was boring.
That was the first one. That was one that Cameron put on the laptop for us.
No, but our very, very first one was done by me, you, and Cameron, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Cameron and me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mysteriously vanished for half an hour.
I did contribute. Well, I was getting bored. When you know the answers, it's sort of like it is boring. It wasn't exactly taxing my brain, was it?
Saying that, Hannah, when you knew the answers, mate, I still beat you.
Well, because you were faster.
And then,
And I'm like that with
and then
before.
when I didn't know the answers, I still come second.
I'm saying, but I'm giving it this on my phone that wouldn't even see it. Yes, we'll acknowledge that one.
Yeah.
Because it's all to do with speed as well, not just knowledge.
Can't see how amphetamine comes into the equation.
I do enjoy the quiz. It's good fun. And everyone else seems to be liking it. The only thing is, obviously, we have to remember there's a 35 or 40-second slight lag between StreamYard and YouTube. So we have to remember.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because I think 30 seconds is more than enough.
Well, I think we'd make it 40 just to be safe.
No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it 60. So the 30-second lag's there, but it still gives you 30 seconds to answer the question. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So
about.
if I make it 60 seconds. Sorry?
It's about a 40-second lag. I'd make it 70 seconds to be on the safe side.
Please?
Then again, 65. 35-second
You
lag.
can't go 65.
Scott,
Yeah.
Scott, what is shown on the actual screen? Is that not shown automatically on everyone's phone? At the same time, no lag.
All you get on the phone is the actual answers. So you get like the 4 boxes to pick. You don't get the question.
Gotcha. Okay.
The question only comes up on our YouTube screen. And then Hannah reads it out as well for the people that don't see it. And then they know it's A, B, or 1, 2, 3, or 4. So we try and do it so everyone can join in. It's a bit difficult, obviously, when you're doing it with the delays that happen. So, and what didn't help is Hannah was getting a bit of abuse. So, yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, it's just one of them. Misunderstood. Yeah.
It is good because it shows you Let's
Yeah.
say that I think it's the top 5.
It is. And you can have 50 playing at once, 50 playing at once. And
Wow.
we had 20, didn't we, at the peak?
20 at one point.
Yeah, and then it went down to 18, and then it went down to 16, and that game ended on 16. So that was quite a good one. But you'll have to do it next time, Stephen. You'll have to be a player like me.
Yeah, I will do.
Debs was playing at home. Ron keeps winning, although it was actually Shell that won or come third place. So I can't remember, was it Cameron that was first, me that was second, and then Shell was third, but we didn't know who it was Shell.
I think it was Kieran. Because Kieran played the last one.
So it was Kieran that was first, me that was second, Shell that was third.
Cameron was first. You were second.
And Shell was
Shell
third.
was third. Kieran was fourth.
And we didn't know
And
it
then
was
somebody else was fifth.
She didn't put the name Shell in, she put a different name in. And then we didn't know who it was. And then I just said, well, we should give the third person the keyring. Because obviously it's one of our keyrings normally. Although when the keyrings run out, we're going to be a bit stuck because we only got 10. But so Shell won one. So that was quite handy. It was quite
Don't
good.
forget, I have a supply of Peter Rabbit and Flopsy Bunny pencils.
That's a good idea. They might come in handy.
I keep over it and looking and thinking,
Yeah, you could tell the last one was written by Kieran because it had lots of Newcastle.
that one.
Now, lots of what? Oh, Newcastle.
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, Sir Bobby Robson was one of the answers. I knew that.
Too much Geordie knowledge. Well, I didn't write that, Ron. The son did. The oldest one.
Ron says donate to Bunk Hawkins for a prize as well.
Yeah, he said that the other day on the last quiz that we're done.
For people crying enough about the keyring.
And was anyone living? Robin, I've no idea about living in the USA. Asking the wrong channel, mate.
You ask Bruce Springsteen, you might know. He was born in the USA.
Maybe go and ask Butch. He'll be able to tell you. I haven't got a
I'll be
Scooby-Doo.
clueless. For me, it'd be like dancing in the dark. So
Yeah.
I'm going to run out of those pretty damn soon as well. Stop. Hi, Sapphire Glow. Great name. My daughter's called Emerald. Do you like
Hi,
gemstones?
Sapphire.
Ron doesn't want anyone who's hosting to get grief because of the lag, etc. We're working on the basis that it's a bit of fun and it's a game, and if people don't like it or get into the spirit of it, then they can tune out. The lag is the lag. There's nothing we can do about it, and it's a bit of fun and participation and breaking up people's day for them. So if anyone wants to take it so seriously as to whinge and whine about that, then they're on the wrong channel.
Jog on.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's like, hang on a minute. There's a lot more to worry about than whether it was unfair. It's like, well, it was unfair for everybody, but nobody spat the dummy out the pram. They're just cracking on. We did actually say we are going into this blind. We don't know if it's going to work or whether it's not going to work.
I think everyone had a laugh, didn't they? I only tuned in at the end, but looked good. I wasn't saying exactly, and it'd being rather rude to hand over a keyring. Yeah, too right.
The funny thing is, I think we are,
there's no prize at all. It's just the fun of participating. And the queue doesn't come in first. Doesn't have to be anything.
people like being firsts, don't they? So technically, we are the first ones that done an interactive YouTube quiz that we know
I'll
of,
have to put it on like
especially on the Coin
I'll
channel anyway.
have to put it on like a washing prop.
Yeah, Ron had fun. Even if he did hate the Geordie football questions.
But I'll see if I can come up with a just a normal general knowledge quiz tomorrow.
How many
And then-
Muppets can you fit all in one place?
How many what?
Muppets can you fit into all in one place? 46,000. It's called St James's Park. How's that? Boom boom. Well, I didn't know the capacity until your quiz. Now I do. So.
Steve, you do realise that like 4,000 of that 46,000 are away fans.
Yeah,
So
good.
knock that down by about 4,000.
Sorry.
But looking at Hannah's face, mate, I think you looks to kill, mate.
I'll have a play later on, Ron, when I get a chance. And there was no pun intended saying later on, Ron. To do on, Ron, to do on, Ron. Me a cigarette. I used to say, yeah, and can I have one for Ron? And I used to say, yeah, all right then. And I used to then stick it behind my ear and say later on. So
Yeah.
back in the days when I smoked. So you just always ask for one for Ron as well.
Well, if I ask for one for Ron, I'll probably ask him for my Uncle Ron.
There you are.
Why is Ron asking how many Muppets you can stick in one place?
We're talking about St James's Park again.
Oh,
It's similar to the Stadium of Light. The same way.
yeah. Stadium of
Yeah, I've been there.
Lovely light.
I did a tour there.
Boy.
Brother-in-law's a black cat. When we went up, he lives Durham, Darlington way. One of his days out for me and the kids were at Stadium of Tour Light.
I would have said, do you know what?
It was eye-opening, though. Eye-opening, because in the players' changing room and that, they had like the big kind of poster boards and things, and they were from the promoters. And someone who's like one of those drinks bowls, like energy drinks, gas something or other. It's like lime green sort of background colouring on one part of it, Gatorade or something. But it basically had it on there quite clearly. The amount of times you're featured on camera holding it, bucks in bank. And if you hit 5, extra bonus. If you hit 10. This
I
is
had to go.
players who are getting paid an absolute fortune anyway, got their own promotion deals on if they're like doing TV adverts and everything else, also getting big kickbacks for every time that they're pictured on camera holding one of this particular promoter's products. I thought money goes to money, doesn't it? You know, these people don't need it, and they're getting massive kickbacks just for being seen with a bottle on camera. Amazing.
Well, Mike Ashley needs a kickback in the head.
Yeah, Ron's being cheeky there,
I know.
most definitely.
I'm not rising in the debate. Can't be bothered. If you find some
As long as I'm the drummer, I'm quite happy that I'm being a Muppet. I just don't want to be Fozzie Bear because he's a bit of a pillock, but I've been a mad drummer quite happily.
That's Animal, the drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the animal, or I'd like to be that professor, the eagle,
What?
in the laboratory, Professor Beak or something.
oh yes.
Right, are they?
Yeah, I always liked the professor in his doing his laboratory. He was always funny. I liked him.
Possibly.
And before anybody says it, I guess I'll be Miss Piggy, will I?
Well, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it.
Mama, if you're Miss Piggy, can I be your Kermit?
Oh yeah. Actually, I've got Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Why does that not surprise me? You don't hear that every day on the YouTube, do you? I've got Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Uh-huh. But I haven't. Cameron has.
Oh, Ron, were you on when I showed my garage?
2 seconds.
Sorry, Ron likes his pops. Glow in the Dark. Limited edition. Loved it. Elmo's the best. No, I like Animal. Animal's cool.
Elmo had his own song. Elmo had his own song.
That makes it even more sad.
Do you want me to show you Elmo's song?
I thought Elmo was like a kid's kind of learning guide and stuff, isn't it? I think that turned into like some form of tuition, teaching and stuff. Elmo.
Oh dear. The youngest person has now passed away. 13. Coronavirus.
We did have 19 and 21. 13. With no
13.
underlying health.
No underlying conditions. A young lad.
Jesus. Well, it's horrible, it's horrifying and it's shocking, but hopefully it'll keep a fair few people safer as a result, because people in their teens and 20s and 30s who think they're immune will start be getting the answer that they aren't, and there but for the grace of God go they. Did you see that news report where they showed you a buffet table?
Nope.
Someone was having a big kind of house party, kind of like birthday party for about 25 people. And they had all a table full of kind of like buffet food and all that. So social gatherings of no more than 2, unless you're the same family, had no difference at all to that one. It was blooming terrible. Police broke down up and took some photographs of the buffet table. I saw it on Twitter because someone put on there, who the hell thinks that a bowl of oranges is suitable food for a buffet table? I thought that was a little bit random, but yeah. 20 heart attack. Yeah, that's the thing though, with everybody who's running around physically fit and thinking the world's their oyster, they have no idea of their young years potentially that if they do or don't have an underlying health, because they haven't discovered the blooming thing yet. And what a horrible way to discover it would be to die from it. So yeah, nobody's immune because nobody knows what's going on in the inner workings of their body. So
here's the one to make you feel a bit better.
Really? What's it called? Oh, clever title. Yeah, I wish I'd thought of that. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. When you walk on by, you might see this little red guy.
Do you have him in your bedroom, Hannah?
You can't see my feet. Yeah.
Animal.
Yeah.
First get out of control.
You like an animal in the bedroom, do you?
I'm so sweet at the workhouse. Yeah.
What kind of animal?
Look at these crayons. Kids, look at these crayons.
I cannot produce a single Muppet. So
Kids, look at these crayons.
that's like bringing one of my kids.
Well, Cameron won't let us have the other Kermit, because the other one you can actually put your hand in the back of its head and move his mouth, and he's like, no, you can't have it. And of course, you can't have Kermit with hi-ya!
Jesus.
Hannah, is that like looking in the mirror?
It is.
When she held her up close and there was the only thing there, I thought that would be a perfect still frame. Actually, there we go. I just pressed screenshot. It says Hannah underneath and a picture of Miss Piggy. I can use that.
Well, yeah, leave it out.
Good thinking. Copyright. Oh well, it's a bit late now.
Oh, because he's got his mouth open. That's all right. There you go, Steve.
Yeah, cool. Like animal.
Yeah, we're not gonna,
Angela.
Come on, the frog. Have you not got Cookie Monster?
Hi, Angela.
he's kicked it out of his bed.
Have you not got Cookie Monster?
He probably has, but he's got Ernie.
Oh, Bert and Ernie, I just want to punch them. They're so boring.
I'm trying to think what else he's got, but he was like, "Get out!" It's like, all right then.
Well, I like the chef and the Nutty Professor. I think they're both fun.
Matt, you might have to have him as well.
The chef's good as well.
Yeah.
Hoody, goody, goody, hoody.
We're not talking South Park here, are we?
No,
Oh,
No chocolate salty ones involved.
No, I will not bring your phone through. I can't. I cannot.
Do you know who plays Chef in South Park? Or played Chef?
no.
The one who sang the theme tune to Shaft back in the 70s.
Oh,
I think Steve was desperate when he gave me a span. Steve's all the cookie monster we need, Scott. Apparently.
Yeah, well, I can be a monster with cookies.
Steve's RoboCop, didn't you know?
I know. Yeah.
right, okay.
Okay, so no more coins, no more quiz. Are we gonna have an early finish, or are we carrying on for a bit?
I'm easy. We're down to 12.
So doing that is spreading the virus.
I ain't got the virus. If you go, I'm rich.
If I
Scott,
go to Rich.
Scott, don't say that, or she'll be saying social distancing, and you'll be back on the sofa.
No, it's her turn on the
Got to
sofa.
think these things through, mate. Think them through. You know,
Yeah,
could
that's true.
backfire.
So,
That's true.
I'm on something. Oh, no, no, oh, my physics in there.
I think Angela wants to become on your mod, Steve.
I have to go on to my other thing. I'm so seldom open this recently because there's always been StreamYard. I've got to go on here and quickly mute it, don't I?
Here is that take the child's phone to her.
Oh, there we go. Mute it quickly.
You tired, though?
Oh, it's up at 6. Dealing with hypo behind me.
Angela, type something. Anything. Can be short. Can be just letter A.
Yeah, she might. Angela, you might have to go on to Steve's stream because there's comments on from
She is.
Angela.
I
She is.
think there's somewhere to be stuck.
Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to see the spanners, would she?
You can't go anywhere.
There we go.
There's nowhere to go
You can't go anywhere.
apart from possibly watching more of my TV show.
You're on 12 week isolation.
I am on 12-week isolation. Yeah.
That's it, Angela. You should notice that there's been a change. You've been knighted. Yeah, that's all right. I hereby knight you with a spanner. Can you imagine the Queen twatting people around the head with a monkey wrench? That would be so cool. Much better than getting a ceremonial sword.
But you can't exactly take someone's head off with a spanner. You can with a sword.
Kind of beautiful.
You can blunt force trauma to the back of the skull.
Yeah, but it wouldn't take the head off, though, would it? With a sword, would probably.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Hi, last of a Writer's Creed. Welcome, welcome.
It's quite.
Hi, Eric.
We do not encourage violence in any way, shape, or form.
No, we don't. But it was talking about knighting someone and putting a spanner over their head. And I said, it's
Yeah.
quick and sword.
I'm sure you were. See what they get up to in my absence?
And I like crime
Yeah,
drama. So
motion.
blunt force trauma is something I hear every day. So
I like crime drama. Doesn't mean that I've got to tell everybody about blunt force drama.
Crime Watch UK has not been on for a long time. Mind you,
They
it's
stopped
probably
making
not
Crime Watch in 2000 and something.
Did it?
Yeah,
Still goes on though. So why not stop filming it?
I don't know.
'Cause it
Maybe
can't go
Fiona
out at
Bruce
home.
quit.
You have to go in spacesuits to film it.
I just sent Hannah a video for you, Steve, from a fellow colleague.
ooh,
Oh.
ex-colleague. Unless I
Well.
get called back up. So yeah.
May not be
Hang on,
ex-
I better mute this.
just while she watches the video.
No problem, Angela. I don't know whether you call that promotion or demotion, actually. It's horses for courses.
And I know it.
To be fair, I don't think I've ever been trolled, really, on this ever. So I've been a bit fortunate. But if I ever do get trolled, I've got all of you like hawks will be able to block them and dismiss them in milliseconds. You now have the power.
I got trolled on the other stream. we kind of got a little bit the other day, but not really trolled as such. Trolled as when it was the other channel, we used to get trolled on that. Yeah. I like the way that Hannah keeps her hair over the paint mark.
Oi, I've been painting.
Supposed to paint the wall, not you.
My hair's been in the paint. I have a. Yeah. Yeah, I painted my hair as well. So I'm not. I've got a few more grey.
I've got some gardening shears. Do you want me to come up and get rid of your split ends for you? I could do it in one clip.
Yeah, but you're not allowed up there, mate, because obviously driving that amount of miles, you can't be visiting a sick relative.
I can do you in one clip now.
I'm currently in a surveillance van in the back of her estate. This is just a backdrop. I've got a green screen behind me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Do you see that person did that? Working from home. Someone put up a gigantic picture of like a posh, really posh kind of like couple of £1 million apartment. And he kind of rigged it up behind him in front of the webcam. So it's perfect. So when he was first having his first meeting from home, everybody at work thought he lived in his palatial kind of penthouse apartment. He kept it up for a few days before actually pulling it down behind it. What a great sense of humour.
See, there you go. Ron wants a haircut.
Nah, you said you're going to do a fire tuck, do a bowl cut in due course. That'd be cool. Looks like there's a good vid for me to watch, so I'm going to quickly mute me and watch that. I'm with you in the moat.
Oh, I won't just yet. Although I might have to drop out for 1 second.
Why?
Right, all right, guys, drop out.
Dropping out.
The Sue won't. Sue's still here.
Hi, Jim.
Right, Jim. I need my finish trim. I can do it myself, sort of. You're not the only one, Mum. What? Yeah, well, you look a hippie.
Steve's off.
Yeah. Don't take much.
Thank you, Julie. If I needed that, that's brilliant.
I might actually try it. I think I've kind of tried everything else.
Oh, that was brilliant.
Do I need to watch it as well?
Well, I'm just wondering whether I can't see these things are available on the internet and all that. I can't see why I can't just show it on here, can I?
Can't see why not. Probably on YouTube.
What's your name? Tell me a bit more. Is there a problem, officer? We'll find out in a minute. Suck into this. A suck. Do not blow. You suck these new ones. Hurry up.
What was that?
What did you say your name was again?
Johnny McMonagle.
That was brilliant. I love that. That was fantastic.
Billy Joe showed me one earlier on. She went, Mum, you should watch this. And it was a young lass making a cake. And she said, but she's got Tourette's, Mum. I said, right, okay. Honest God, I was trying to paint, but I was rolling the passage. She goes to crack an egg, right? And her mum said to her something about cracking the egg. So she cracks, and then she gets the other egg and she says, "Quit cracking it!" And she went and chucks the egg instead, because obviously she just goes, "Oh!" But you have to actually watch it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to paint, standing on the obviously the ladders are missing, so I'm trying to paint something.
Does that explain this?
Yes. explains this and why it was in here. But, oh, Lord.
Well, I just shared it to the Hercules group, so you should have a copy in your phone now. I'm sure you'll want to forward it on yourself. I love that. That was brilliant. That was great, Judith.
I'll have to see if Billy Joe can find that and send it to us so I can send it to everybody.
I'll just send it to my work group as well, so that's going to be doing the rounds. I'll send it to you now. Well, didn't you just send it to me from Judith?
Yeah,
So you've got it already?
yeah. No, I'm saying I'm going to have to find it.
All right. Yeah, got you. I'm half asleep. Ugh.
Billy Joe? Not listening now.
Sure,
All
phone-
kids have the ability to have selective hearing.
Yeah.
If they hear you just whisper the words, "I'm about to turn off the Wi-Fi" or something, they'll hear it from different rooms, different floors. But
What?
yeah, there you go. That's proved. But otherwise, if you say this room's a mess, come and clean it, they can't hear a blooming thing.
Nope. That.
What?
Oh, at least one person's listening, as the dog is.
Makes a change. He's not destroying your
Isn't
toilet roll supply then.
Not locked away.
Floyd,
Um,
Alex,
Floyd's getting rations now.
Floyd
Can you
George.
message Sky? Thank you.
Has to be rationed to a sheet instead of a roll.
Hi, Joan. Welcome. It was hard for me to actually see myself on. I don't think they're going to have much chance.
What? I can't clear. I'd have to look at the timetable that I drew up. When's got home that you've all got any fireflies?
so
I'd say it will be. Possibly, yeah.
Hannah's reading something. You can see the concentration on her face again.
No, I'm waiting for Steve to put a picture up.
You might want to put this onto full screen and everyone else can then
I've
guess
seen
on the
that
screen.
before.
Hold on, hold on.
I don't know if
Right, the first one's The Simpsons. Second one's Mario Brothers. Third one is can't remember now. Fourth one, Tintin and Snowy. I know quite a few of them, so I'll let Scott guess.
I haven't got a clue. They just look like blocks.
Yeah, the blocks are colored. Look at number one and think of Marge Simpson and Homer Simpson, and then you get the idea of where the rest go.
Yeah, I get it. Mario.
23 is obviously South Park.
Yeah, Sue said one South Park. So what's 30 then?
Flintstones.
But I don't even look like Flintstone costumes.
No, number 30, Star Trek, isn't it?
No, 20 I'm talking about, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say it.
Yeah, 30 Star Trek.
See now, somebody told me that wasn't Batman, then it was somebody else.
I'm assuming 22's Minions, is it, or not? No, probably not. But the question Ron had was who was number 21. Most of us all said Deadpool. Can anyone think of anything else for 21 apart from Deadpool?
I can't even see 21. Your phone's gone off.
I know. I don't know what's just happened then.
It's gone dark. Just press the screen colour on your phone.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
I can't even see 21. Where's 21?
The little red one in the middle. It's after 20 and before 22.
Yeah, but I can't even see 20 and 22 because I'm blind.
Do you know
Middle
what?
line.
Steve, you'd be better off WhatsApping a bit.
Yeah.
What?
She's never seen it.
All right, sent. Oh, go. Take me off big screen. Yeah.
Just click on your little man next to you.
Ah, there we go.
Click on the little man.
Oh,
Look
go
at
on.
the
There
little
we go.
man.
Click on my little man. I don't. That sounded slightly rude to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't rude.
Well, I hope it's not, because have you seen his little man?
Huh? Yeah, Steve's little man.
I mean, I see your little man every day.
Right.
Don't need to know that, Sue.
He needs an extension.
Could be worse. Could be. She can refer to you as the old man. My old man.
I'm traumatized.
20's the Flintstones.
What?
Yeah, no,
20's the Flintstones.
about 21. Me and Jack said Deadpool.
Oh no, it's 10 that's the Flintstones.
What are you going on about? Oh,
No, it is 20.
bear what?
The last one is
What else? What on? What are you going on about?
number 10. Number 20's not I'm gonna say the Flintstones. That's Star Trek.
10's the Flintstones. Mine only goes to 20. Then it goes to 20. I haven't got a 21.
Yeah, I'm talking about number 11.
You said 20.
Yeah, I'm half blind. I didn't have my glasses on. Number
Is that
11.
not Mr. Bean?
Don't know. I thought Deadpool, but
Is it not Mr. Bean?
Which one? 11. Yeah.
Might have been Mr. Bean.
19's definitely Star Wars, isn't it?
I don't even know because I can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's Chewbacca.
yeah.
There's a little.
Droid.
There's metal whatever it's
Yeah.
called. What about
12 is the Minions.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 13
I'm
Cyberark.
not going to tell you anymore. It was actually that was what I wasn't not one of the things we got sent from the school. One of the quizzes.
Number 7's Family Guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who the heck's 15 then?
That's it.
It's Futurama, is it?
Dad, can I see it?
Oh, got you.
Which one?
15.
Oh yeah, it's Futurama.
Yeah, Futurama. Been confirmed by a youngster, so it's got to be right.
Go me. Bye, Angela.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Thanks.
I went here today. Okay.
Yeah, then.
Hi, Katie.
See, Angela.
Bye, bye.
From Tesco's. What are you doing him round there?
Anyway, I had a message from Deb saying she was trying to join us, but I give her the code and everything, but she's not turned up.
What do you think you're doing?
Right.
She IT challenged.
Yes. Have you given her the link?
She's in. I give her the code. I give her the 6-digit code to get in.
No. Right. She hasn't got a Scooby-Doo.
No, she
What
has.
you need to do is give her a link. If you give her a link, she'll be able to get on. That's how she got into Dean's. So she probably thinks, where am I sticking this code?
Am I going to give her a link? We'll have to put a link on for everybody.
No.
You go WhatsApp, you get her up and put the link.
2 seconds.
There. You can't paste it, you put it on WhatsApp.
2 seconds. I'll do it.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
She's waiting for the laptop to load, you see?
Pretty bubbles in the air. Say to myself, oh, good sky.
Yeah.
Then they go, pop.
There you go, Deb.
Maybe
So-
Scott, maybe this is Geordie. We aren't supposed to understand it.
Shut up. No, I've just put a link up for her, and when she's in,
You'll delete it. Got ya.
Flintstones.
yeah, it just saves it from going on there to everybody's.
She's here.
She's here.
There she is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hiya.
You might need to turn your YouTube off in the background, mate.
Oh, Lordy.
See?
Yes, my child.
See? I said, see? Why have I cued it? I don't want to bloody cue it.
She said, "Oh, Lordy." So I said, "Yes, my child."
I'm just throwing the laptop off out so I can do it on the laptop.
Why are you shouting, Deb?
What?
I'm just waiting for the laptop to load and I'm doing it on the laptop.
Are you laying in bed?
She's like on
No,
the
I'm
bed.
just sitting on the bed watching telly. Watching Holy City.
That's what I was saying. You just lie in the bed and watch the telly.
Why do you look at me like
No,
that?
she's only got clothes on from the waist up.
I've got clothes on. I am dressed.
Are you?
Yeah.
That'll be your first.
What's that? Double
Cheeky.
Northern screaming.
Deb, what colour Bindi is it?
Blue.
Yeah, ours is blue and brown on Friday. What are you opening, Vince?
Cabin
Yeah,
fever.
hold it still, mate.
Hey, Deb,
Cabin fever. What?
you want to see my hallway? Very proud of myself.
Is that a euphemism?
My hallway.
You know, when people give me up or something, I had to ask.
Yeah.
Scott like it.
Just come turn it on.
Steve,
Come, look at me passage.
yeah, that was exactly what I was here, mate. She started talking about
Okay,
packages.
do I see a passage? Hallway? What do I see?
Ain't a blue waffle.
Oh,
No, it's a back passage, isn't it?
Hey, brown.
it's not the back. No, I'm not even. Right.
Scott, don't worry about it. She's got the painters in. So
I was going to say. No, not the back.
Oh, God.
Doesn't matter.
She was talking about, what was it before? Did she say passageway? No, she didn't say passage. She said something else.
Alex.
she said hallway.
No, she didn't say hole. I can't remember what she said, but it made me laugh.
How can we
Hi,
put
Jack.
the tube open? Well, they shut.
What was I talking about?
The B&Q's not open. We couldn't get paid from Tesco. No, we couldn't. Because we couldn't. Because I don't want to.
Deb's got bored with her. She's watching the film.
I think she's
No,
watching
I'm just on the laptop.
She's not just on the laptop.
Oh,
What?
I'm doing something.
Concentrate now.
She might need to turn her Oldie City down. It's like we're watching Hobie in the background.
How is it like watching all this? There's how many people know that lot? The nurses and doctors.
Turn the telly off. Or the sound down.
You have to speak up.
Be careful, we can see under your bed.
That bloke
I
who's
can
standing
see
up under
through
there.
your mirror.
Hans coins.
Yes, that'll be me. Deb,
Wow.
I can see through your mirror.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was a fire extinguisher. Then I realised it was something personal.
It's called a rocket.
IFG.
This back passage was that big.
I give up.
She's knocking some sense into herself. This is great.
I'm trying to sort the laptop up, but I cannot do it. Hannah, you have to do it.
I know what he does with
I has to do what? With a half hour.
No, I know what Steve does with it.
Oh no, dog.
He puts it up his back passage, up and down, and he lets it squirt.
Archie.
And the powder goes,
That a cat.
what cat?
It's a dog. It's another Floydie, but a different colour.
Oh,
Looks like a rabbit.
That's my Archie.
It looks like a rabbit. That's not a rabbit's got, you dirty blighter. I'm saying you look like a rabbit. It's only small, isn't it?
Where you going?
Nice ear.
My phone charging me. My phone's
Like
dying.
She's got to plug her phone in. It's dying. And it's gone.
it's just froze till she plunks it in.
It's okay.
Deb,
You know the game Where's Wally? We can play Where's Debs.
Right.
you managed this.
Right. I'm here.
What on earth is that on your head? Oh, it's not on you. It's behind your head.
It's a bed head.
Oh, right.
You broom.
I thought it was masks that goes down over your face for a second.
No, it's that. It's got lights on it.
It's got lights on it, has it? Do they glow up in the dark? Obviously, they do.
They have big
They have different colours on them.
Battery lights.
I used to have a friend that had lights on his bed. They called colours. When it was his lucky night, it was red. And then the other night, it was different colours.
Who was that?
Lordy, lordy. Andy.
Yes,
I'm watching news.
Who's that? Oh, it's a son.
Hi, Andy.
Hiya.
Who's getting me fingers?
Oh, Mr. McLaren. Ow. Whatever. Loser.
Whatever, who's the camera?
Whatever. Loser. Get in your bedroom.
Right,
Move
get in your
on.
bedroom. Get in your bedroom.
Bring on, loser.
You hear that, loser? You better behave yourself, Mr. Andrew.
He is. Never mind, kiss it, lad.
Yeah, we back now.
Andy, I'm going to come along there and knock your neck in.
Turn on the next year, try user.
Anna, can you translate what you just said?
yes, Scott, I think they're trying to communicate. It's quite nice, actually. I remember watching Planet of the Apes when they first managed it. Yeah, a touchy moment.
Oh, he's not a pick of bother.
No, he's not.
That is.
Of course you can hear that.
That buddy, can that can. I'm going to do something now.
Exactly.
Cameron's not even downstairs, son.
Cameron's not even downstairs.
You should be, get all these little get downstairs now before I go on here and smack his bum.
Phew, sweating.
I wonder why.
Hot flush.
It's just hot. I've just turned the heating off.
It's not cold in here.
It's cold in here.
Ooh.
Oh, she says she's cold. She just means she wants a hug.
Ow!
You're gonna go. What?
Paint on them drawers.
Hey, up ahead.
So have you finished your passage then, Hannah?
What entrance so bad?
Hey.
Where's my doors? Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Your passage again.
It's still under construction.
Yeah, hi Jack.
Oh,
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing at Deb's passage.
I know.
Deb's passage got honors.
I don't bloody know. No one is being painted like that.
It's fire extinguisher.
I'm sure that's it.
It's like a paintbrush.
How'd you paint
Anyway,
it?
how did I paint it?
Like
Yeah.
that.
With a roller.
Or like that. Oh, no, that's wrong.
Wax on.
Sorry. Sue's fault.
Oh,
Because you were doing the hand motions.
Like that.
Wax on, wax off.
she won't be doing like that, would she?
I felt like that to do with Billy Joe. Paint on, paint off. Like, give us a paintbrush, child.
Did you eat your pie and your quiche, Hannah?
No,
I sold 3 bags of shoes.
I'm saving it for after this carry on.
All right, okay.
You mean the pie and the quiche that I had to ring your mother about?
A shop that smells like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause this one doesn't. This one here. Hang on. This one
You know what you say? You can't stay in the same place.
doesn't like to share.
Yes, I do.
I thought you shared your bog rolls.
Yeah, she shared half a bog roll with you.
Ah, yeah, you had to give her some of mine because she had the shits.
Billy boy.
I'm sure she just wanted to tell the 8 viewers watching that she had a bad belly.
What?
I'm sure she wanted you to tell the 8 viewers watching that she had a bad belly.
Did you have a bad belly, Deb?
You just said she had
No.
We just went off. He's on a massive pack of toilet rolls. Scott, what are you lying for?
Not exactly
And blue. Da-dee-da-da-da.
Ron, do you know where we'll be going in? If it's going to be 29? Costa del Anywhere.
Because it's anywhere, exactly. So right, when all this is over, me and Hannah's going to Amsterdam for the weekend.
I what?
We are.
I can Amsterdam for the weekend. I can come home.
Well, if it's really hot, sunny next week, I'm going to go to Gardenia. What time there?
Yeah.
Gardenia.
I don't go to Gardenia very often.
He's just telling me something. It's over. You don't keep still just to do it.
Dev, have you still got Hobby whatever playing in the background?
Yeah.
So you can't tell her now, can you? Turn it down.
She won't be able to hear it then. She hasn't
There
listened
you
to
are. I've turned it down.
Finally. Gee, thanks.
Finally, yeah. I turned it down.
Bye, Rick.
Try Ricky.
I can hear
I
Rick.
tell you where I'm going, Ron.
Oh, right.
Costa del Deccan.
Aren't you on Costa Dare painting?
No,
No,
well,
no.
I'm gonna leave Anna's passage between her and Deb's. I'm sure they've got it handled. Well handled, I would have thought.
I'm
I
doing
said
my
handled.
own.
I was being
I'm
good.
doing my own decorating.
You'll do your own passage, okay?
I'm doing painting tomorrow.
Ah, you!
Not in my house.
No, me out, my house.
Me house, you were going to say then.
My house.
Yeah, me house. You're going to paint the little toilet.
Okay.
You ought to paint the walls instead. It doesn't stick too
Yeah,
much.
that's how many walls.
Yeah.
Andrew's going to sandpaper one wall and I'm going to paint the other.
Yes, I know.
Won't the sand, the stuff that you're sanding off, get into the paint?
Yeah, never thought of that.
Lewis, that broccoli cooked that?
So
Oh,
you're
wait.
sanding it and then wiping it down and then painting it.
Yes.
I'm going to disappear, peeps, I'm afraid, for my din-dins.
That's right,
Okay.
mate. I think we're probably going to call it in a second anyway, to be honest.
See you next time, peeps.
Bye.
As
See
he
you,
said.
mate. Going to paint a toilet on your passage wall.
There's only one wall needs
Jimmy.
sandpapered. And I'm going to paint the rest when Andy's done.
Yeah.
Right.
I would sand it, wipe it down, and then wallop it.
Yeah. Because I was meant to be finishing it. However, I can't. So Deb's going to have a go.
Me to go on in Hannah.
And then it just
All
needs
right, you
walking
go.
for him.
Me to go on in there.
What are you eating? A banana?
Me to go on in Hannah.
What are you eating, Andy?
Tricked you.
Is a banana?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you didn't show the banana when you were talking about passages. But whatever, moving swiftly along.
Yes. Definitely moved swiftly along from that one. No, I'm not painting no toilets on my passage walls, Jack.
And she's definitely not using the banana.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I think our cabin fever's kicked in everywhere.
Yeah.
It really has.
Right, are we all also going to call it a night?
Yeah. However, we're going to have a quiz. Yeah, a quiz tomorrow night. Roughly about the same time. And we'll see if we can sort the lag out. However, if we can't, I'm going to put the questions so that you've got 60 seconds to answer, so that will give you a 30-second lag. Or what we'll do is we'll do a dummy run and see what the lag is before we actually put it on.
You can't do it. The only way of doing it is by physically going live and doing the one of us watching it through YouTube. That's the only way.
I suppose we could do it as a 10-question one, if you get what I mean. See what the lag is.
I think the lag, approximately, the last two we've done has been about 30 seconds, 35 seconds. So if we do for 40-second lag and then 30 seconds, I think 70 seconds will cover it. I think the 90 seconds
It goes from 60 to 90 though, I think.
Oh.
So
Yes, you might have
like in between, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge. I'm sure it's 60 or 90.
If you can get 70, fair enough. If you can get 60, it has to be 60, it has to be 60. 90 was a bit too long, wasn't it? But then again, if you did 90, you could still skip it in between each question, like we did last time.
But see, what it is, it's waiting for people to answer as well. You know, because if they've got that 90 seconds, you sat there and you're thinking, are they going to answer, or are they just going to waste everybody's time? Do you get what I mean? Whereas that's what we had the other day. We had sort of like a little bit of time wasting.
Yeah.
And I think people are getting bored. So if I do it for 60 seconds, and if it doesn't work, well, then we know that we've got to go for a next one for 90 seconds and just go with the flow.
Yeah, that makes sense. So all we can do is try it, innit?
Yeah, it's just trial and error.
It is. Okay, so we're obviously going to end for tonight. So thanks very much for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Passage.
Hannah will finish off her passageway or carry on painting a bit of her passage and writing some more quiz. And Debs is obviously going to paint the bathroom.
Well,
not with a banana.
If I can manage to keep Floyd in the kitchen, because I know he's black and white, but he's more white now than what he was before.
Okay. So, yeah, good night, all. We'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for a quiz. Take care, and obviously be safe. Thank you.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye.